Good evening. It's Sabrina Ben Salmi here. I'm an author, I'm a coach and a mentor, and I'm also a mother of 5 who I tend to refer to as my fantastic 5. Lachey, Trayshawn, Yasmin, Paolo, and Amir. So this evening I am interviewing Laura and her awesome family, David, Tegan and Tyler. Now this family are awesome. They're traveling the world, they're living life, homeschooling their kids. And I just think that's really cool. The idea is that I'm looking for families that are entrepreneurial, who are doing amazing things with themselves and their children. And just the whole aspect is to just get them to inspire other families, to allow their children to dream big together when they're young, have fun learning some key life skills so that as they get older, these sort of things that we're doing as adults become habitual and a habitual action for them. So I'm just going to invite Laura and her family into the live. If you just bear with me a moment. Excellent. So I've just invited them. Hopefully they'll jump on soon. So I met Laura at an event, actually. I had seen her on the circuit for some time. I had heard lots about Tegan. I had seen Tegan on Facebook posts and people talking about her achievements. She wrote a book when she was really young. And awesome Tyler's also published a book. So they are a family of authors, a family of 4 authors. So 2 children and then mummy and daddy. Oh, they've just jumped on. 1 second. Add. Love technology. Add in. So yeah, they're a family of authors, but I'm going to allow you to hear their journey from their eyes, from the horse's mouth, so to speak. So you get a true account of what it's like to be traveling the world, raising 2 awesome children, following their dreams, meeting amazing people, and just inspiring families to do the same or better. And I guess better is not the word, just to do the same, because we've all got our own way of doing things. But I think when we see someone showing us that it's possible, it's always a nice way to kind of give ourselves permission to do the same, to give ourselves permission to be playful again and allow our inner child to come out, so to speak. Just seeing what's going on here. It's asking me to... Just one moment. So yeah, we just wait for them to come in. I don't know what's here. It should be doing it. Yeah, so I'm hoping that they will... Oh, connection failed. I don't know what's going on there. Sorry. Bring them on camera. So yeah, I guess the question is, like, what do you and your family do in your spare time? What sort of hobbies do you have that you would actually like to have more fun together doing it? Because I don't know about you, but I know as a parent, my background's in computer programming. So as a parent, the normal way it's done, or the way it used to be done, is that, you know, you had your work life and you had your family life, and it was always a case of how can you create a work-life balance. And if you can do that while doing things that you love most, imagine how amazing life can be. I'm not saying it's going to be easy every day, but I am going to say, like, if you're getting paid to do the things that you love doing most, are you really working? It's awesome. It is beyond awesome. And sorry, just having some technical difficulties here. I may have to jump off and jump back on depending on what happens this time, because we're trying to connect a few times. So I guess that, you know, my question is, what is it that you can... Oh, you guys are on. You guys are on. Look at the sunshine. Look at the trees.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, awesome. Hi, Tyler. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. Goodness me, you've got tall. Where's Tegan?
Oh, the same height as Tegan.
Oh, wow. Hi, David.
Hi, Sabrina.
Is Tegan here?
Yeah.
She is.
She's
a
busy
typical
playing,
working with kids. You had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, lovely. So yeah, I was just kind of talking to the viewers. I was just thinking if you can individually introduce yourself. I love that smile, Tyler. Gorgeous. If you can introduce yourself to the viewers. That would be awesome.
Tell them who you are. Tell them who you are. Go on, you can do it. You can do it.
Do you want to say hi, Tyler? Hi. He doesn't
Tyler
have to speak
David.
if he doesn't want to.
So Tyler David is 5. He was an inventor by age 4, and he's now the best-selling author of the series 3 Tips for Aliens. He currently has 7 books on Amazon.
Wow. It's 7 now.
7 now.
Oh my God. Wow, that is
Teaching
amazing.
kids how to eat healthy, how to exercise, look after themselves. And then he's doing things like the Christmas, Easter, and Halloween.
Oh, wow. Wow, I'm shocked. This is the first time I'm hearing this. So that is just amazing.
He's got a whole plan. He's
Wow.
going to keep us so busy this year, this whole plan of books he's got.
That's fantastic. So what's the one he's doing next? So you've got it all planned out already?
He's working on the seasons.
Oh, that is an amazing thing to do. So guys, listen, like this is like the first time I'm actually hearing about this, and I think it's absolutely mind-blowing. We were supposed to be introducing themselves, and I've just got shocked by, Tyler. We didn't get around the whole family. So if you could tell the listeners about what you like, who you are, and what you do, please.
Okay, so we create best-selling authors. We used to say books, but it's not. We do the whole thing. We create the authors. So we have people that come to us that want to be the expert in their field, that they want to stand out and grow their business, take it to the next level. We've had people that won't even go on a live and do a video. They literally put a picture up and just do their voice. And we just really recently released that person. They're now an Amazon best-selling author. They speak professionally. They've been on camera tape. They're just out there now making it happen. They're holding their own events, all just from publishing a book with us. So it's so much more than a book. We create best-selling authors and we get them out there and just take their business to the next level. That's as far as our work goes. You want to talk more about what we actually do day to day?
Where's all my tops?
There.
But where's the rest?
I don't know.
On the shelf.
On your shelf. Sorry. What do you mean? What we do?
How do we live?
Oh, we travel full on.
So this is Daddy. Tell him who you are. What your name is.
I'm Daddy. I'm David. And we've been travelling for over a year now, and loving every minute. So there are hard days, and some days is non-stop work, but we work as much as we can in the evenings, so we can spend all day having fun during the daytimes. So we have fun with the children. We go on adventures, go outings, and do our work in the evenings when the kids are asleep.
I love that.
They get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning, which sounds crazy. But if we go to the beach at that time of day, because it's only like a 10-minute walk, I don't know if you've seen the videos lately, but we were with a family of 12 capuchin monkeys swinging around us. We saw manta rays in the sea. The beach was covered in hermit crabs and the little red crabs that come up and down out of the holes. The macaw parrots, the big chameleon iguanas chasing the crabs. That was just one morning before 6 that we'd done all that before most people had woke up. So they're early mornings. It's awesome. So awesome.
Wow.
We have one more introduction.
Yay, Tegan. Hello.
Hey!
Oh gosh, look how big you guys have got. How are you?
It's all that pure food, pure fruits and vegetables.
I've seen those videos, like eating fresh food. I think it was you, David, that had a fruitcake actually made like watermelon.
The fruitcake for my birthday.
Amazing. That was so amazing.
It's all on the trees here. We can literally go out, pick coconuts, bananas, plantain, and just pineapples. I've never tasted pineapple like we've tasted here. There you go. You just picked the coconut up.
God. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful and really inspiring to be able to balance. I guess just before you came on, I was talking about, we often hear the conversation, how can you get the work-life balance and, balancing your family, balancing your career, and you've managed to create this bliss for your family. It sounds like it sounds picturesque, to be honest. And at the same time, you work in the evening, you make it happen, you generate your income, but the days are spent with your children. Just before we continue with you, let's get Tegan to introduce herself. Sorry, darling, I wasn't ignoring you.
So my name is Tegan Helen, and I'm award-winning Amazon best-selling author of 3 published books, and I've shared the stage with some incredible people such as Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, Eric Coe, and a lot more people. And I've spent some time with some incredible people such as Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, and Gary Vaynerchuk, and Russell Brunson.
Awesome. You're awesome. You're amazing.
And I'm collaborating with Grant Cardone too.
Wow. And how old are you? Just so everyone knows.
I just turned 9.
Just turned 9. See, there's some inspiration for you that 9-year-old children can have business partners, JVs, you know, living the dream, enjoying life and learning key life skills, you know, transactions, how to generate income, you know, business, being on stage. You know, they say that public speaking is one of the world's biggest fear, close to dying. At the age of 9, Tegan's already getting all that kind of experience and, you know, exercising that muscle. Yeah, that's amazing, guys. I think as parents, I guess the question I'd like to ask you both, like, why? Why do you live the way you live?
Because why would we do it the traditional way? I hate that everyone gets up, they send their kids to school all day, they work all day, they come home, they feed the kids go do their homework and get on their devices, the parents go watch TV. Family's important, I think it counts. I read an article before I had the kids that said if everyone had a loving mum, the world would change in 1 generation.
Beautiful.
And I've always been someone who has to be the best at whatever I'm doing. So it made no difference when it came to parenting. I want to be there for my kids. I worked in childcare. We had people's kids from 8 in the morning till 6 at night, 5-6 days a week. They knew us better than they knew their parents, and it's just...
Oh, wow.
It just was insane to me. So we had kids to have kids, and they're our priority, and we just play and laugh and have fun every day, and look what they've achieved just by being themselves without the pressure of society.
Beautiful. Well, for both of you, did you have any fears around doing what you're doing? Did you kind of just leap into it? I'm just kind of trying to delve a bit deeper for like listeners. Some viewers will kind of go, I haven't done this before. You know, how do I make it happen? You know, is there issues then being on stage or, you know, being in social media? Did you have any fears around that at all when you first got started?
We're quite hands-on and head in. If we didn't have our own fears, we had plenty of friends and family that had fears for us.
You can borrow theirs.
So we had lots of fears and lots of fears fed to us, which was a bit crazy. People are just starting to get back on board with what we're doing because they can now see like our kids are learning Spanish and French and Chinese.
Amazing! They're learning new languages as well. Yeah.
Like they're doing so much
real
awesome
geography
stuff.
lesson, being there,
Yeah.
experiential learning. That's amazing. That is.
And
I'm just thinking back when I was in school. If we could go out to these countries and actually learn firsthand, I would actually fall in love with geography. I did not like geography at all. I don't remember anything. I didn't understand it. But imagine just being there on the beach, learning. You know, being with people from that country and learning like their culture and the foods they eat and how they speak and interact with each other. How amazing! How amazing!
When we book our Airbnbs, which is how we manage to do this so well. Sometimes it's hotels, but when it's Airbnbs, if we can, we'll choose a hosting house that have kids.
Awesome.
That way, the kids have to try and get to know each other's languages in order to play. So they do it out of just wanting to. It's fun. So they learn it quicker than we do.
They do, actually. Children are sponges. Sorry, David, I didn't hear you.
Tyler's having like 4 different wardrobe changes while we're carrying out this video.
I love it. Why not? Why not? Just follow your dreams. So, what are some of the obvious challenges that kind of come up for you as a family when you're traveling? What are some of the things that people might need to consider if they're thinking about venturing off onto an adventure?
Something you kind of touched on there was our kids on social media. So our kids weren't on social media at all in the beginning because I was like, I'm not going to put when they were born, their date of birth, their weight, their height, every sickness they get. Someone could literally get your whole kids' profiles from some people's Facebooks, and that freaked me out. So our kids are on there. Tyler's part of our Forever Family, Forever Free, and Tegan has her own page, but it's a page on my account. Because she's only 9, like you said, she's only 9. She's been doing this a couple of years now. She has haters too. Like we celebrate them. She's like, yeah, I made it. See that smile? She's like, yeah, you know, I'm making an impact when I get haters.
Wow.
But she doesn't need to see that, so it all gets filtered through me.
Yes.
So people go, oh, she's out there, she's on there. She is, but it's controlled by mummy. So she can get out there, she can share the fun and the inspiration. But when people are, you know, everyone has their own opinions, I can kind of be the filter for that. So she knows about it because I tell her. I don't want to hide it from her. But she doesn't need to read it firsthand because some people, even though she's 9, they're just, people have their own journeys they're on.
Yeah, And I guess that's the way to say it. Some people are interested. So I found it quite shocking when you did share some aspects of that with me, because being a child, I had no idea. I would have never imagined that she would be subject to those sort of comments. But you know, it's one of those things that happen, and it comes with the trade, like you say, as you start to.
But then we also get messages. We had one the other day from a guy saying he lost his little boy a couple of years ago, and it's videos like Tegan's that gets him up and keeps him going.
Oh,
so you just get one of those a month, and it's all
that's
worthwhile.
beautiful. How does that make you feel, Tegan?
Amazing.
How do you feel about traveling, Tegan? How exciting is that?
I love traveling because it means I get to explore new places, and traveling we have accomplished a lot of our dreams, and we've been to Disneyland, Utah,
Woo!
Houston Space Center, Grand Canyon, Las Vegas.
Look at the smile on your face.
And we've met Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, Brad Lee, Russell Brunson.
I hugged Usher. Sorry, Daddy. I hugged Usher.
Sorry, Daddy.
And we both danced with Flo Rida and got sang to by Flo Rida, but I hugged Usher.
I was at Tony Robbins' event. At Tony Robbins' event, I got to sit, for only, one day, I got to sit in the special VIP bit where it was, fenced, and I got to fist pump Tony Robbins. But I also met Usher and
Dalai Lama's son. And Tim Ferriss.
Oh, yeah, Tim Ferriss. And
Wow.
and Mummy got to hug him. And he was very
Sorry,
excited.
Dad.
He was like my poster picture.
David, I'll bring you in on the conversation here. How do you feel about this whole experience, and who did you get to hug?
No one yet.
I got to hug Tony Robbins.
Awesome. I remember you had that on your vision board, and now you've achieved it. That's amazing.
It's on
Absolutely.
my Facebook.
Yeah, I've seen the picture. It's beautiful. It's really nice, really amazing. What do you think about your parents and all the stuff, the adventures they're taking you on?
It's amazing because sometimes I'm a little bit worried, but it always turns out to be the best adventure.
Oh, that's beautiful. If I was to ask you, what person, well, you've met so many people, but I'm asking the same questions to everyone, to be fair. If there was someone that you could go to dinner with, who would it be? For each of you, each of the family. If there was someone that you can go to dinner with, who would it be?
Tony.
That's the question for everyone. Who did you say?
Tony Robbins and his family.
Oh.
She's such a fan.
Oh,
Tyler, if you could go to dinner with anyone, who would it be?
Dino.
Tyler would go to dinner with a dinosaur.
I love it.
No,
Why not? What about you, Mum?
Who would I go to dinner with?
Goofy.
Tony's taken Goofy. Goofy's my favourite character. So when the kids said he went to Disneyland, after 30 years of wanting to, I went to Disneyland. They got to come with me.
Awesome.
I got to
like that.
sing.
And they got to queue up for me while
my kids think I'm taking them, but I'm taking myself. I do the same.
I went down
Yeah.
dinner with Tony too.
So I got to queue up and meet Goofy. I got to hug and dance with Goofy, which was huge for me. I cried my eyes out. That's been on my dream board since I was this big. So the kids were like, wow, this is cool. And when I watched Tegan watch Elsa singing, right in front of her, she was excited, but, I get emotional, so I cried my eyes out to watch her watching Elsa.
Beautiful.
Tyler,
what about you?
Tyler?
What about you, Dave? David? Who would you like to go to dinner with?
I think mine would be, Grant Cardone. He seems such a genuine guy. It'd be awesome to sort of get to know with and just have a down-to-earth chat.
Excellent. And what's your mission? Could you share that with each of you? Share what that is. Do you have an individual mission, or do you have? Is it like a family one? Would you like to share that?
You do your mission, then we'll do our family one.
My mission is to help loads of kids.
How many?
I want to help 100,000 kids this year.
Oh, wow. Wow. What? Sorry. I can hear. What would you would like to help 100,000 kids this year with?
With what?
With what?
With my I want to get on Tony's stage. So and
It's got a little bit of technical difficulty. I'm sure that they'll come back soon. I just think it's really interesting for families that are living their dream to share with other families, just to inspire you that you can. You can you hear me now?
Is it working?
We can hear you now. How much
Oh, we
did you
didn't get the
hear?
mission at all. So if you could do that, if you could do that again, Tegan. So I want people to hear your mission.
Okay, do that again.
Sorry.
So my mission is to help 100,000 kids be happy, safe, and loved this year, because I don't want children to go through the same past I went through.
That's a very beautiful mission, Tegan. Thank you for sharing that. How about you, David and Laura, who would like to go next? Thank you for sharing, Tegan.
Go on then.
So we're all about making family important again. We're hoping that we live so extremely opposite to most people. It's been hard and we've created this life, but it's so extreme and it's so out there. We're hoping it encourages people to spend that little bit more time with their kids, to have dinner at the table without devices, to have a weekend where they just block time off for them. People block time for events, they block time for business meetings, block time for your family and make it count. We don't get this time back. It's not like a bad cake mix. You can go, oh, we went a bit wrong, let's try again. We only get one shot. I think every parent can be outstanding. They need to choose it. They need to make their kids their priority.
That's absolutely beautiful. I felt that. I think that is so important, especially when it comes to our children, because their childhood doesn't last forever. You're quite right. Sorry, David, your turn. I'm getting into one-to-one here.
No, it's a joint sort of family's important to us, and we sort of try and make as much time as we can with them. And if we can help other people do the same, that's our goal.
I guess
That's
on that note, could you share some information on how people can get in touch with you? Perhaps when we're finished, just leave some links in the comments as well. But how can people, like, what are your Facebook pages called? Do you have a website? Could you just share, please?
Our website is 831designs.com. Family Forever Free, and YouTube. We've started to properly upload our videos on there now. We're catching up. Because we're not just doing the books anymore, we're now coaching families. Because what we found, when I went to Date with Destiny with Tegan, there was a part where we came out of the room, I think it was just to like grab some more water, and I literally had a queue of parents. Tegan had a queue of people wanting pictures, and I had a queue of parents. I'd spend 5-10 minutes with them, they'd break down in tears and be like, you're why I came. Now, minimum ticket to this event is $10,000, and they've come and they're saying I'm their breakthrough. Wow. This totally inspired me to like, why am I not doing this for more people? So we have our book out there, 3 Steps to Family, but now we're going to step up our game and start helping and coaching parents.
That's amazing. That's really powerful. And they felt that they came here, they came to that event to see you. Wow, that's really powerful. Very powerful.
Tony says at the beginning of that event, why you came.
Yes, I love when that happens.
And he's so true with everything. Like, I went because I wanted to help heal Tegan's past. What it did for me, I mean, we did that and we achieved that. Again, I cried, like it was magic to watch. But we achieved that. But what it did for me and my past, I was writing a book about how bad my past was and blah, 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 blah. Now it's not even relevant. Like, that doesn't matter. I need to get what we're doing now. I had a past, yep, that's great. But look where we are. Look what we're achieving now. We've shaken up it. It's not going to repeat itself in history to the next generation and the next generation. We broke the pattern. We're making it so powerful.
That is so beautiful.
Absolutely.
I love totally what you said with regards to... Sorry, David?
I totally agree with that. Well, I have to, but I totally agree.
I find it really powerful when people talk. Sorry, I lost my pattern of thought there. I think it's amazing when we think about, okay, I'm going to fix this, but actually when you get into a coaching session or a mentoring session, you then realize, wow, what I thought I came for is not really what I came for. And I think that's such an excellent topic you've brought up, because often we're trying to showcase something or kind of change something in someone else, but when you actually embark on the journey, you then realize how therapeutic and healing it is for you as a family. Because I can certainly resonate with you with regards to that. You know, my background's in computer programming, and when I got started, I thought that's all I want to do is be in an office and do computer programming until early hours of the morning. But that's not what I was at uni for. It was the people that I had to meet along that journey. And I remember going to my lecturer saying, I can't be here no more. I just want to leave uni. And I was like, you know, finish your degree. And I was like, I don't want the degree anymore. I did end up finishing it. But sometimes we're so fixated on the destination, we forget the journey. And I really like the fact that you've brought that up, because we're all on different journeys. And sometimes we think, oh, that person looks lost. They're not really lost. They're just carving out a different way to get to where they're getting. Perhaps you haven't seen that.
We get lost all the time. We have the best adventure.
Exactly, the adventure.
People are like, where are you going next? What's the plan? And we're like, we'll tell you the day we leave.
I like that. How often do, especially having family, when people have children, I get that there is some aspects of certainty, but how often do families just say, I'm picking up and just seeing what's going to happen? We often believe that we have to have the next step. But I really agree with you with regards to, as long as you're together, you'll get there. You'll make it happen. You know, you're going to be okay. You've got everyone you need with you. Everything you need is packed. And the truth is, we're not attached to our physical things. And when you get that level of detachment as young as possible, and not thinking that we are the stuff that we have, and really connect with who we really are and who we truly are, I think that's a problem. Laura or Dave, you know, share with the listeners a bit more about you, because the whole point of having you on is because obviously, you know, I'm involved with up and coming event called Yes You Can, Inspired to Achieve in London on the 5th and 6th of October. So the whole idea is that I want to interview inspirational families to showcase what's actually possible, what families like you are doing to inspire other families to say, we don't have to copy, but remember that dream I once had? Why can't we just start doing it? What advice would you give to people getting started?
Go all in.
Yeah, go all in. Burn the bridges, burn the boats, and just do it.
Our goal was to get to Florida, to get Tegan to Tony to help relieve that past. Which it wasn't even Tony that did it. It was Donny Epstein and Master Code. And everyone, we didn't get the flights. I'm going to share a bit of a crazy story. So we hadn't even achieved the funds we needed to get the flights to Florida. So the day before, everyone's going, what's your plan B? What are you going to do? Where are you going to stay? How are you going to do it? And I'm such a determined, I was like, no, we're going to get it. We're going to do it. And then literally midnight the day before, a client paid and signed up for a book. They're in Singapore, so the time difference just worked. We booked our tickets. 12 hours later, we're on a plane. Yay, it's so exciting. No, I'm going to a country I've never been to with kids with nowhere to stay.
Wow.
We land, another client's paid. So then we book a place for that week. We get to the event and I'm like, this is a Tony event. We're not going to get out till 2, 3 in the morning. It's $2 on a bus to get here. How much is a taxi going to be back? Because we've booked cheaper in Airbnb far away. So how are we going to get there? In the queue, walking in, got chatting to some people, really light-hearted stuff, didn't go deep anywhere. And halfway through the event, he comes past me, throws me an envelope. I wasn't very open to receiving at that time. It's like he knew. Throws me an envelope and runs away. And on it said, I don't know your story yet, but I love you and I feel like this will help you breathe. And then the envelope was $300, which was our tax every day for that event. So when they say burn the boats and go all in, and work out, everyone's like, wow, your faith is so incredible. And it kind of is, but it's kind of, okay, we just got to go for it. This is what we want to do. I hope it works out. And when you've got kids, it's even more scary. Everyone uses an excuse to not go all in because they got kids. We have a travel size case each. That's it. We went there with, we might have ended up sleeping outside the venue. We booked the whole month instead of just for the event because we thought if we're going to be homeless, at least Florida's hot, right?
Oh my God.
When people say burn the boats and go all in, we couldn't have gone any more in. There was no plan B. When everyone's like, what happens if you fail? I'm like, I don't know. We can't even see that kind of as an option anymore. Like, there just isn't. We road trip from Miami to Las Vegas. Like, the things we've done. And
stopped at Disneyland. We said that, New Orleans, Grand Canyon. We just, it was places on the way that we'd love to have done. And we have done it now. I'm so grateful that we have. And
they're all things we put on our dream board last January.
Wow.
Because when we came back and opened our dream board up at the next place, we were like, oh, we've been there. Oh my God, we went there. We didn't go to the Orlando space station. We went to the Houston one because we thought it'd make a cool day trip. And that's the one on the dream board, which we'd not looked at for a month or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell them about the road in New Orleans. The bridge.
Oh, the bridge. We went across this bridge in New Orleans. And because I typed in the wrong postcode or zip code to the Airbnb. So tell
them how long the bridge was.
24-mile long bridge.
It's the longest bridge over fresh water in the world.
So we gone across this, heading into New Orleans, and where Google Maps said, "Oh, you're at your destination," was in the middle of a crossroads. This nowhere in it.
Study directions.
I then go rechecking it. And I missed off a letter. I missed off a number. So I then reprogrammed it back in, and we then had to go back across the 24-mile bridge. And to get to our place, it was an extra 3 hours longer than we needed to be. But this bridge, we'd already travelled across it back in London on Google Maps.
With the little yellow man.
Because we zoomed in, it's near New Orleans, close to Florida, in America. Zoomed in. And
we were like, wow, that's long, let's go over it. And we went from New Orleans that way across with the little yellow man. And then on the way back, because we'd worn the kids out, they slept on the way back. So they saw it on the way over, but not on the way back. So then we had time to just sit and drive.
Take it in.
And I'm sat there going, I recognise this bridge. And Dave's going, it's the bridge. All that's missing is the one truck that the camera was following. But we were like, this is that bridge that we looked at 2 years ago on Google Maps when we were just looking at the possibility of coming to the US. And we're driving over it right now because Dave accidentally or coincidentally or whatever had put in a wrong digit. We're now going over the same bridge in the same direction that we did on Google Maps 2 years ago. If we didn't believe in the law of attraction before this journey, it's been throwing a big old brick. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just in awe of what you're doing. You know, you've got 2 young children. One is 9. How old is Tyler now? 5 and 9. So that's not easy, but you're making it happen. And you know, you're able to generate. You know, what I love technology because of these things that can happen, but also because you can be anywhere in the world and still operate your business. I think we're called laptop nomads now. Is that what they're called? Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, something like that. It's not just that we can work anywhere in the world, it's that we can work with anyone in the world. We have clients in Denmark, Switzerland, Singapore, all across the US. I mean, our biggest challenge in business is time zones.
I can imagine, yeah.
Last month, the clocks changed, but the clocks changed at different days in different countries and different zones. And oh my God. And
in Costa Rica, where we are right now, they don't change an hour forward because their daylight is the same all year round. So we didn't know that.
There's some good people in Costa Rica. I know that there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that are doing some amazing things. We'll have to have a chat because we haven't caught up in a while, but there's some amazing, like we were out in Bali with Regan Hillier, and I know that a lot of her clients are from, there's clients that she's got, her elite clients that are out in where you are, and their kids are living the same sort of lifestyle. It's just amazing. And they go out surfing most of the time, and they just live life. And you know, I don't know a family who's not got a prayer as I would love to have more time with my family and just be able to generate income. And it's beautiful that you've been able to do the two and achieve the two, and you just live that life daily. It's just absolutely amazing. Where next? Where are you going to next, and what are you working on?
So for the first time ever, sorry, a car's just driven onto the drive. So for the first time ever, we've actually got a sketchy plan. So we're going to actually go spend a month in LA. So Tyler wants to see the sign. Tegan wants to
Oh
meet Ellen.
wow!
Like we put it out there. Everyone said we couldn't just waltz into Grant Cardone's office and talk to him, and we achieved that.
So you're saying, Helen?
So we're just going to
Helen,
put it
here
out
we
there.
come. Is that what you're
happens.
saying? Gonna leave a message for her?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Tegan wants to go meet Ellen and inspire people because she thinks she can reach more kids that way. And so we're going to go spend a month in LA, connect with some people. We forgot Garen Jones is out there, so he's going to be home. So we're going to go reconnect to Garen Jones. We've met so many contacts at different events. We've done 2 Tony events and the Grove Con with Grant Cardone. So we're going to go reconnect with people and meet people. And then we're actually heading back over to the UK. I'm speaking at a couple of events in June.
Oh, in June? Oh, excellent.
Which is just
How long are you here for?
going to be so crazy to be back in the UK.
Oh, excellent. Ooh, nice. So we'll have a conversation to see when you're checking in so we can get together. I heard that you're going to France as well to be near your nan. Is that right?
Yes. So a couple of years ago, we lost my granddad to cancer. And I couldn't be there. And I could only go to the funeral if I left Dave and the kids. So it's the first time, because we were still in a messy adoption battle with Tegan, we couldn't legally leave her with anyone, or legally travel with her. So I kind of had that heavy on me before Date with Destiny. That my biggest thing was I couldn't go over and help. I couldn't get there and be there and see him again. Whereas when he passed, it was more important. So I left the kids. It was a crazy time. Like the bombings were happening in France when I flew. First time I've left my kids. I went about 80, 90 hours with no sleep by the time you getting to the airport, traveling there, doing the funeral, helping with the after party, driving back, flying back, driving back. I literally left one day, finished work one day. A couple of days later, I came back first thing in the morning and he drove off to work.
Wow.
His finances were that bad and it was just crazy time. So now we're doing this, and hearing my nan wasn't very well just really reawakened my why. And I'm like, this is why we did it. We can drop everything, go over and help her. She's not like a cripply old granny. She's like really active and out there, and she's always been really healthy and active. Just what she's got right now, she keeps getting quite dizzy. So driving to the shops for food, which sounds really simple, she just can't get to the shops and stuff. So we're going to go be nearby so we can just be there and have some fun and see her and spend the time, and just having the freedom that I can just up and do that now.
Beautiful. Because I was watching one of your videos. And that's beautiful. Because I was watching one of your videos when you were talking about your niece, and similar to that, just having the freedom to say, hey, I'm going to send you a car. Here's some complimentary tickets. You don't even need to know where it comes from, but you know, wouldn't it be amazing if we could do that more so for loved ones and friends, and you know, not even having to reveal where it's coming from. Absolutely. That's beautiful. That is. I know, like that really connected with me, because I remember when I was a teenager, I would travel on public transport, and anytime I had like a spare £20 on me or £10, I would just put it down the side of a seat, because I always thought that wouldn't it be nice to just give someone something that they needed at the time, and that just nice to impact someone else's life. They don't need to know who I am, but I watched a movie, you know, Pay It Forward, and that always inspired me, because it's not about going back and saying, okay, I want to pay you back for what you've done. How can we pay it forward so then we can kind of spread that love globally? I think that's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, like I said, I'm really inspired by you and your family. I didn't realize you had so many books in the family now. Like, wow, that's just absolutely amazing. But very inspiring and fun. And you know, books, you know, people that are tuning in, sometimes it's all about the meaning that we choose to subscribe. Like, children are always writing books. The difference is that this couple have actually supported their children to publish. Sometimes if we just be present and listen to our children and have fun, your son's got an invention. Was it a dipping biscuit invention, if I remember? Yeah, biscuit dipper. So it's like these things, you were just listening, right? You were just listening and going, oh, hey, that's cool. Let's go and do something with it. I know, I'm a mother of 5, I know for a fact that children come up with ideas all day long. You can't say to a child, you know, this is a problem. They look at you and go, huh? No, they will just go on. I know how to do it. And it's always so simple. They're like, oh, that's easy. Do it like this. So, you know, maybe give your children some time, like, you know, Helen, Laura and David are saying, you know, spend some quality time with your children. Listen to their ideas. They have an amazing ability to come up with solutions to problems, and really creative ones. So again, Laura and
Our little
Sorry?
man. Sorry. Our little man. The word "I can't." Like when someone says it in our house, we kind of go,
Oh
like,
my God.
But for Tyler, if he hears someone say, if he hears anyone say, "Oh, you can't," or "I can't," he just thinks, "Okay, how can I do that?" We went to a soft play area in the UK, and I was like, "How do we even get out of it?" Because it was like gated, but there was no like padlocks. And they went, "Oh, we've put the button up high, because that way kids can't reach it." And
You
I'm like,
told me not to say that to him.
"Where is Tyler? Where is Tyler?"
He's in dragging over a chair against
With a
the
broom.
thing to hit the button.
And he's like, "Look, mummy, with the broom on a chair, I can hit the button."
Oh.
So with Tyler, we have to be really careful. We have to say, "I know you can do this. Please don't."
Awesome. But how powerful is...
Because the word "I can't," he just sees it as a challenge that someone hasn't overcome that he can
But
fix.
that's ingenious when I think of it, because you've now seeded in your child the possibility that there's a solution. And imagine a world where we become adults, where we feel like there's a solution to every problem, where we don't get knocked back by saying, you know, I can't do this. You actually get inspired and kind of like, seriously, let's just find a way of making it happen. And I think that this is the aspect that I really like about personal development, about tapping up into our innate abilities. I call them superpowers, because we all have different superpowers, and we all have different characteristics and different perceptions. And I think that it's amazing when a family activates together as a unified team, because that's when I believe the magic really begins to happen. You know, imagine if David's not too much into this, and the kids are going elsewhere because they're not understanding it's benefiting each of you in different ways. You guys are moving around the world as a unit, having a kind of united experience, but also those individual ones like yourself, having a childhood dream fulfilled. You know, take the family along if they need to be.
Yeah. I thought it was nice.
Absolutely amazing. But you know what? I don't want to cut into your day too much. I guess I wanted to give you some space. So if anyone that I'm connected to hasn't seen you before, don't know what you're about. So if you don't mind, just repeating what you do, where people can get in touch with you, and just get back into your day. You're awesome. It looks gorgeous. I keep looking behind you.
I know, the sunny Costa Rica. So we are Forever Family, Forever Free. We're also 831 Designs Publishing. So we help create best-selling authors, and we now coach parents and families to live like we do. Even if it's only for a weekend, a holiday, or a couple hours a week. We coach and help you be the best parents you can be. We're trying to make family important again. I'm not always making family important again.
Love it.
So we want to help you be the best, because you can do it. You can do it. Just make time.
If you're interested in writing the book, it's 831designs.com. Or if you want to get in touch, it's foreverfamilyforeverfree.com.
Or Forever Family, Forever Free on Facebook.
Love it. So, you know, like their page, guys, share the video. You know, they're sharing love. They're going to sow into your family and, you know, inspire you, but also empower you to follow your dreams and aspirations, become a published author. And you're saying you're doing some public speaking with them as well, and videos. Is that correct? You do the whole package now?
Yeah, we're speaking at a couple of events. We're going to look to do retreats next year with families.
Like that.
We might even start in December. I really want to take families to Lapland. I think that's something where they can create real memories and just be so magical, and we can kind of coach at the same time. So we have the element of mixed in magic and fun, which is like Lapland.
Yes, exactly. Oh, we so need to have a conversation.
I'll be more excited than
with you.
But then, yeah, then we want to take other families too, because it's like, it's one of those kind of bucket list things. If you can do that with your kids while they're little and just create that magical memory, wow, like you've already won.
You'll bring families closer together, just being in that environment.
Do you know, you've touched on something?
No devices.
I like you.
No reindeers.
You've definitely touched on something that's very close to my heart. So I will, on a serious note, I will have a conversation with you about that, because I was actually doing research in the UK about retreats for families. There are retreats for corporates, entrepreneurs, women, men, but where the family go on retreat.
There's even ones for kids now. There's even ones for kids now. They just don't bring it all together.
Exactly. And I was thinking, where can families go as a unified team? Because if everyone goes off and learns, are they okay?
Yeah, you saw that in my face, didn't you? It was the mummy. Tyler
Oh,
nearly
it's
fell,
okay.
but it's
I'm going to
okay.
let you zap off that. No, sorry. But yeah, I'm really interested in retreats, and especially here in the UK, because what I find is that, you know, if children are being a bit troublesome, they can go off somewhere. But actually, what they actually want is their family. And they actually want to spend time with their family, trying to get that attention. So where do they go as a family unit to find these things? So, you know, if you're listening and you actually know where people can go, you know, put a link in the comments, because there are a few clients that I've been working with that have been looking for places to go to with a family to actually do that change work. So not taking young kids into a family environment, taking them into a family environment so the parents can pair up and the kids can pair up, and it becomes like one family memory where they're changing, working on their personal development. You and I need to speak. You've been saying this to me for a while, actually. I'm just listening to this. We've had some conversations about this. So, you know, guys, I just hope that if you haven't seen this family before, get in touch with them, reach out. And I really hope that this live has inspired you. If not anything, publish a book, to travel, to live your dreams. But first and foremost, like Laura said, you can take over from here. What is your mantra? Families, you don't get that time back. So
Yeah, you don't get your time back. Step up now. You only get one shot at being the best parent you can be and creating those memories. Make family important again. Schedule it if you have to, but make it important.
I love that. So I'm going to end this live with what Laura's just said. Schedule some one-to-one time with your family to spend quality time without devices on the table, without any interruptions, because what children do love best is attention. They want to know that you're watching. They will say, "Mummy, look at this. Mummy, come and do this." I know that all the time. I've always said in my face. So all you can give them is just looking.
He's starting to do it now.
Exactly.
Bye,
they let you know when the time's over. But that's absolutely beautiful. Well done to you and your family. I wish you every success. And like I said, I will be in touch. We will have a conversation. And when you're in the UK, if you do have some time, we'll schedule to connect. Take care.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us.
God bless.
Bye.
Take care. So enjoy your day. Oh my God.